Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Twitch stream. We are excited to bring you another thrilling race featuring cutting-edge artificial intelligence driving retro GT500 cars. Today's race was requested by Volus, so be sure to thank them. Our track for the day is Sitges-Terramar, and our pole position driver in a Jaguar XJ220 is Niknyar. Are you ready to see these AI drivers put the pedal to the metal? Let's go! Katami VT said, at Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 Jaguar a joke to you. I think Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 might just be feeling the need for speed. But don't worry Katami VT, there's still plenty of time left in the race for anyone to make a move. Who knows, you might just surprise everyone and take the lead. We have just started the race and we're already seeing some intense action. Singular Virtual Crew Chief is currently in position 9, while 10K Manin 704 was in second but lost the position to Ryan Rages. Speaking of Ryan Rages, he is driving a McLaren F1 GTR and is currently in third place. Dad from Team Eco Racing just entered the pits in position 23. Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 is currently just 0.2 seconds behind 10K Manin 704 who holds the lead at the moment. Niknyar is in fourth place, trailing Ryan Rages in position 3 by 0.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Bobardo from Team Blast is currently in fifth, just 0.2 seconds behind Niknyar in position 4. Tora Kurturn is now in 7th place and Volus has just entered the pits in 11th position. Niknyar is right behind Ryan Rages, currently in 3rd place, and just moved up to 2nd. Meanwhile, Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 has exited the pits and is now in 18th position. Finally, Ryan Rages has slipped down to 4th place. Peter is now in 10th place. Volus and Alap 0C have both exited the pits in positions 20 and 21 respectively. Ryan Rages has also exited the pits and is now in 11th place. Singular Virtual Crew Chief is currently in 12th place and has just exited the pits to maintain their position. Alap 0C said, "Did I went off? It looks like you're still in the race, so no need to worry. How's it going for you so far? Are you enjoying the race?" We've had Dad from Team Eco Racing exit the pits and is now in 22nd position. We also saw Gary 710 from Team for 20 move up to 7th, but then go into the pits and come out in 8th. Meanwhile, Brandman 1222 is currently entering the pits and currently in 19th position. Finally, Alap 0C is sitting in 21st place. Right now Kevin is in 8th place and is trailing Peter who is in position 7. Singular Virtual Crew Chief and Ryan Rages were neck and neck, with Ryan Rages losing position 11 to Singular Virtual Crew Chief. And we also saw Bobardo from Team Blast exiting the pits and currently in position 23. That's the latest update on the ongoing racing action. We've got 3 drivers leaving the pits, Volus in 19th and Alap 0C in 20th, while Katami VT is currently entering the pits in 13th position. In terms of the top drivers, Nick Niar is 6th and is only 0.2 seconds behind Burrow Blues, who is in 5th, although Burrow Blues managed to have a faster lap time last lap. Meanwhile, Kevin is holding on to 7th position and is just 0.1 ahead of Mene Speeter, who is in 8th, and finally Bo Bardo from Team Blast is entering the pits in 23rd position. Krenoyer is in 3rd place, trailing behind Silver Gaming, who's currently in 2nd place. Ixoases from Team Collision Course and Bo Bardo from Team Blast have both just exited the pits and are getting back into the race in positions 18 and 23 respectively. Meanwhile, Ryan Rages, who's in 14th position, is also exiting the pits. Lastly, Tora Kurturn is also leaving the pits in 15th position. Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 just passed Burrow Blues for the 5th position, while Vian Volus and Alap Zero C are exiting the pits and currently in positions 20 and 21. Singular Virtual Khrushchev is holding steady in the 11th position. Meanwhile, Mene Speeter, driving a Toyota, is doing well at position 8 and is ahead of Kevin by 1.5 positions. Sputnik NZ just exited the pits in position 15, Alap Zero C driving a McLaren F1 GTR is currently in position 21, and half a second behind Vian Volus in position 20. Singular Virtual Khrushchev and Gary 710 just exited the pits in positions 11 and 12 respectively, while Tora Kurturn is currently in position 14. Nick Niar is in 7th place and trailing behind Burrow Blues, who's in 6th. Meanwhile, Tora Kurturn is driving a McLaren F1 GTR in position 13 and chasing after Gary 710 from Team for 20 in 12th. We just saw Katami VT exit the pits in 17th, Ryan Rages entering the pits in 14th, and Smurf 20 from Team for 20 leaving the pits in 18th. Sputnik NZ said, "Why? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question. Could you please clarify?" Krenoyer and Tora Kurturn just came out of the pits, with Krenoyer losing a position to Street for NBZH from Team Awesome Racers. Ixoases from Team Collision Course is currently in 16th place, with Ryan Rages and Ixoases both exiting the pits in positions 15 and 17 respectively. We have Dovdad from Eco Racing just exiting the pits and currently in 21st position. Meanwhile, Burrow Blues is hot on the tail of ST4 NBZH from Team Awesome Racers in 5th place with just a 0.5 gap between them. We also have Nick Niar, Kevin, and Mene Speeter all exiting the pits in positions 8, 9, and 10 respectively. Vian Volus is currently holding onto the 21st position. Tenkamanine 704 is currently leading the race, while Tora Kurturn sits in 16th place, 1.8 seconds behind Smurf 20 from Team for 20 who is in 15th position. There was a small battle for 11th place between Singular Virtual Khrushchev and Gary 710 from Team for 20, which was won by the former. Lastly, Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is currently in 16th place and has just left the pits. Smurf 20 just left the pits and is now in position 18, while Dovdad from Team Eco Racing just exited the pits in position 21. Ragin Ryan Rages is entering the pits in position 15 and currently holds that spot. Ixoases from Team Collision Course is about to enter the pits and currently sits in position 16, while Niknyar currently holds position 8. Kevin from Team Mitsubishi is currently in 10th place and trailing behind Mane Maispeter, who is in 9th. Ixoases from Team Collision Course just exited the pits and is now in 17th place, while Singular Virtual Khrushchev also just left the pits and is in 11th. Tora Kurturn is currently holding onto the 14th position, and Ragin Ryan Rages just joined the race after exiting the pits and is now in 18th place. We have Kevin driving a Mitsubishi currently in 10th position, just 0.6 behind Mane Maispeter in 9th position. Bobardo from Team Blast has just exited the pits and is in 22nd position, while Alap 0C is also exiting the pits but in 20th position. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is currently holding 14th position, and Singular Virtual Khrushchev is in 11th position. Kevin is currently in 10th position with a lap time of 0:29.457, which is 5.086 seconds slower than the current fastest lap. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 has just exited the pits and is now in 17th position, while Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is currently in 13th place. Vian Volus has also just come out of the pits and is now in 20th position. Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump just came out of the pits one place ahead of Katami VT. Niknyar is currently driving a Jaguar in 8th position. Ixoases from Team Collision Course is currently in 14th position driving a McLaren F1 GTR. Mane Maispeter is holding on to the 9th position, while Kevin is just 2.6 seconds behind in 10th. And finally, Bobardo from Team Blast is exiting the pits at position 22. Sputnik NZ is currently in 16th position, following closely behind Ragin Ryan Rages. Niknyar has just exited the pits in 8th position, while Ixoases is exiting in 18th position. Burrow Blues is holding steady in 7th place, and Dovdad is back on the track in 21st place. Burrow Blues has just come out of the pits in 7th position, Alap 0C came out in 19th, Tora Kurturn was in 13th position earlier and exited the pits at 15th, but is now in 14th place. Lastly, Vian Volus just left the pits and is currently in 20th position. We just saw Smurf 20 from Team for 20 exit the pits in position 17, while Alap 0C driving AF1 GTR is currently in position 19. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is currently holding position 11, while Ragin Ryan Rages is exiting the pits in position 18, and Singular Virtual Khrushchev is also exiting the pits in position 12. Krenoyer just left the pits and is now in 6th place, while Katami VT also left the pits but dropped down to 16th. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is now in 11th place after leaving the pits. Meanwhile, Smurf 20 from Team for 20 overtook Katami VT and is now in 16th place. And Niknyar is holding onto 9th place. Silver Gaming said, "Why did I slow down, Amy?" Well, Silver Gaming, it's hard to say exactly why you slowed down. Maybe you took a turn too wide, or maybe someone cut you off. Regardless, there's still plenty of race left, so keep pushing and you might make it back up towards the top. We have McLaren in position 8 with a best lap of 0.26.969, currently 2.598 seconds behind the fastest lap. We also have Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump exiting the pits in position 14. McLaren is currently in position 9, only trailing McLaren by 0.4 seconds. Meanwhile, 10K 704 is in position 3. Trying to catch up to Silver Gaming in position 2, who is leading by only 0.4 seconds. Lastly, Assetto from Team Collision Course is also exiting the pits but in position 17. Katami VT said, "At Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 you chose the Corvette, right? I'm not actually one of the drivers, but you're right. Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 is currently in first place driving the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. It's pretty impressive to see these AI drivers competing like this, isn't it?" Currently Sputnik NZ is in 15th place, while Kevin is in 10th and just 0.4 seconds behind McLaren in 9th. Burl Blues is in 8th place, just 0.1 seconds behind McLaren in 7th. Speaking of Kevin, they're driving a Mitsubishi and made up a lot of ground, currently 0.3 seconds behind McLaren after being 0.9 seconds faster on the previous lap. Finally, Duff Dad from Team Eco Racing just exited the pits and is currently in 21st position. We just saw few drivers exiting the pits in different positions. McLaren is now in position 10, Alap 0C in position 19, Assetto from Team Collision Course in position 17, Bobardo from Team Blast in position 22, and Duff Dad from Team Eco Racing in position 21. At the moment, Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is currently in 15th position. We've got Gary 710 from Team 420 coming out of the pits and currently holding position 11. Meanwhile, Smurf 20 from Team 420 is currently sitting in 14th position. On the other hand, Ryan Rages was just able to pass Assetto from Team Collision Course for position 17 and is currently in 18th place. K 704 is currently in the lead and just exited the pit still in position 1. Meanwhile, Assetto from Team Collision Course just passed Ryan Rages for 17th place. Also, we have Vian Volus exiting the pits in position 20 and Duff Dad from Team Eco Racing in position 21. We have just witnessed Alap 0C, Ryan Rages, and Bobardo from Team Blast exiting the pits, while Katami VT exited the pits as well but in a better position. Currently, McLaren is trailing Kevin by 0.3 and is in 9th position, while Katami VT is in the 17th position. That's it for now, let's see what happens next. Katami VT moved down to 16th after being overtaken by Assetto from Team Collision Course. Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 is doing well, currently in 3rd position and just 0.4 seconds behind Silver Gaming, who is in 2nd place. However, Drifty Zero and GTX 1080 managed to overtake Silver Gaming and now holds second place. ST4NBZH from Team Awesome Racers is in 5th place. Singular Virtual Crew Chief is out of the pits and currently in 13th position. Kevin is in 9th place, trailing Nick Nyar, who is in 8th. Ixoases from Team Collision Course just exited the pit and is now in position 17. Meanwhile, Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is currently in position 14, but just exited the pit and moved up to position 15. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is also out of the pit and in position 16. Kreenoyer just exited the pits as well and is now positioned at number 5. That's the quick recap for now. We have Katami VT in 14th place and Singular Virtual Crew Chief in 13th. Lap 0C just came out of the pits and is now in 19th position, while Duff Dad from Team Eco Racing is exiting the pits in 22nd place. Nick Nyar is currently in 8th position and 10K Manine 704 is still leading the race. We just saw several drivers exit the pits and resume racing, with Katami VT and Gary 710 moving up in position. Pepot from Team Core is also putting pressure on Kreenoyer for 5th place. And that's all for now, folks. We just saw Ixoases from Team Collision Course at 16th place, while Pepot from Team Core is chasing Kreenoyer in position 5 with only 0.5 seconds behind. We also witnessed Duff Dad from Team Eco Racing exiting the pits and Singular Virtual Crew Chief in their McLaren F1 at position 13. That's the update for now. We have Tora Kurturn coming out of the pits in 12th position, with Bo Bardo from Team Blast exiting at 21st and a lap 0C at 19th. Meanwhile, Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is currently in 14th, and ST4NBZH from Team Awesome Racers is sitting comfortably in 4th. Katami VT just entered the pits and is currently in 16th position, while Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump just exited the pits in 14th. Ixoases from Team Collision Course overtook Ragin' Ryan Rages for 17th position, and Smurf 20 from Team for 20 just exited the pits in 15th position. That's what's been happening on the track so far. Duff Dad just exited the pits in 22nd position, while Katami VT stayed in 16th after exiting the pits. Ragin' Ryan Rages is also back on the track in 18th place. Meanwhile, Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is currently chasing Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump, who's in 14th place. Right now we have Vian Volus exiting the pits and Bo Bardo from Team Blast doing the same in positions 20 and 21 respectively. Meanwhile, Pepot from Team Core is trailing Kreenoyer in position 5 by 1.4 seconds, and Duff Dad from Team Eco Racing is also exiting the pits now in position 22. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is in position 11, while Mane Peter is currently ahead of Kevin in position 9. Ixoases from Team Collision Course has just left the pits and is in position 17. Saint 4 NBZH from Team Awesome Racers is closely trailing behind Silver Gaming in position 3. We just saw Lap 0C exit the pits and enter position 19, while Gary 710 from Team for 20 is holding onto position 12 after exiting the pits as well. Meanwhile, Singular Virtual Khrushchev also exited the pits and is currently in position 13. Niknyar is currently holding onto position 9, and Katami VT is leading the pack in position 14. Followed closely by Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump in position 15. We have Burrow Blues in position 7, Singular Virtual Khrushchev in 13th, Kevin exiting pits in position 9, Vian Volus exiting pits in position 20, Niknyar exiting pits in position 10, and Bobardo from Team Blast also exiting in position 21. That's where things stand currently. Burrow Blues just completed a pit stop and has come back out in 7th position. Meanwhile, Ragin' Ryan Rages has also exited the pits but is now in 18th place. Niknyar is currently in 10th place but is just 0.5 seconds behind Kevin in 9th. We just saw Lap 0C exit the pits in 19th position, while Dovdad from Team Eco Racing followed suit in 22nd position. Meanwhile, Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump managed to climb up to 16th position after exiting the pits, but lost 15th place to Smurf 20 from Team for 20. Currently Krenoyer just left the pits and is now in position 6, while Kevin is trying to catch up to Niknyar for position 9. Meanwhile, Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is currently in position 15. We just saw multiple cars exiting the pits including Vian Volus and Bobardo. Meanwhile, 10K Manin 704 is currently in 2nd place and Sputnik NZ from Team Found on Rubbish Dump is holding onto 15th place. Lastly, Smurf 20 from Team for 20 also just exited the pits in 17th place. We have 10K Manin 704 in 2nd place exiting the pits, while Dovdad from Team Eco Racing is coming out in position 22. Meanwhile, Kevin is trailing behind Niknyar in position 9 by 2.1 seconds. "10K Manin 704 said, why pit now?" Well, 10K Manin 704, it's a tough call because we're so close to the end of the race. We'll have to see how things shake out and make a strategic decision based on the conditions out there. The AI drivers are putting on quite the show though, aren't they? 10K Manin 704 is currently in 3rd place, just 0.1 seconds behind ST4 NBZH from Team Awesome Racers in 2nd place. A Lap 0C has just exited the pit.